DIY.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I was on Instagram, and a random again came up and he was like, "You want to know what a record deal is?" I don't know who this man is. He may be somebody that I should know about. I don't know who the hell this is. Whenever you look like somebody that might be an exec at one of these labels, people tend to listen to you. But he explains what a record deal actually is.
All right, let's look at it this way then.
I don't like how he started this off like a conversation we already had.
All right, let's look at it this way then. If I give you $250,000, will you make me an album that I can own?
No.
What do I mean by own?
The way you leaned your face in, I'm kind of concerned about what you meant by own.
You go and produce 10 songs, you give them to me.
Nigga, you go produce 10 songs and give them to yourself.
I write you a check for $250,000. Now, would you take it? And yeah, those are my songs now, and I can do whatever I want with them. But I gave you $250,000 for it.
And you can keep your little funky ass money.
Would you take it?
No! If my music has the ability to make $250,000 that you're willing to pay out for, why would I give it to you to make lifelong money off of? That's how I'm looking at this. Not that I couldn't use 250,000 of them things right now. I sure in the hell could. I ain't even gonna do nothing crazy. I'm just gonna go to Amazon first. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm looking at houses. Yeah, I could really use that money. But the hell I will. He said like every deal is just that nice.
All right. I will sweeten the pot even more.
That makes me suspicious. Anytime you gotta sweeten the pot for $250,000.
That's suspicious.
What kind of game you trying to run?
That's weird.
If I go out and sell those songs and I make back my $250,000, I'll give you 10% of every dollar I make over that $250,000.
What in the Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank do you think is this shit?
That's weird.
These niggas is crazy.
Would you take that?
Nope.
Would you?
Nope.
I'd do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Here's your 10 songs. Give me my $250,000.
That's because your ass ain't in a booth rapping. Your ass ain't the one finding the stems. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You was not the one in here dealing with these difficult ass features. Forget about the emotional attachment as creatives that we have to the music. Forget about all that. These folks don't even care about that shit. That's a bad investment. On both ends, it could be a bad investment. You show me that I'm worth $250,000, that my art is worth that, I am holding out. Because I will figure out a way, I will concoct a way for this to be something that I can do with no strings attached. You don't gotta do this shit. But some people feel like they're in a situation so dire, they have to do something like this.
I got 100 more where those came from.
You ain't got 100 songs. You ain't got 100 rap songs that ain't anybody won't listen to. Here's the reality of that statement. This imaginary scenario of a label saying, just give me 10 songs and we'll be out of your life, is bullshit. Most of these artists that are getting deals are not only having to sign deals for more than 2 or 3 albums, which is more than 10 songs, which, by the way, these songs must be approved as part of the final products of each of these projects. So you may end up making, and you will make, hundreds and hundreds of songs before they wind down into a 10-track project. It ain't just 10 songs. It may be 100 to get to the first 10. That's the first album that you have as a part of your deal. Second album, another 100 to get to that 10. Maybe you got the sophomore jinx and they not rocking with you. Maybe they want you to start doing TikToks now. Third album comes around and I do it again. I could very well go through 500 pieces of music before you get the end of the deal for that $250,000. You don't have a life for the next few years until you give me what I am owed. And then on top of that, you want me to take 10% of my money after you make back your initial investment. I get that that's business 101. I get it. But I guarantee in the process for most artists, between the creation of the process, the studio time, which is not always covered, the travel for touring, all these different things rack up a budget, and you're going to be paying for these things. So that $250,000, damn, that sounds like a whole lot of money. It's going to get ate up like a softball team at Subway. I used to work at Quiznos. Softball players, I've never seen a group of monsters in my life quite like that. Your money's getting destroyed because now all them folks that helped you on your way up, they need a little bit of a cut of your big moment. That money ain't shit when you think about all the ways it's going to get diced up. After all that, you're talking about I got 100 more. You're going to need 100 more, Dave. It ain't the man name, but you're going to need 100 more to satisfy your full deal. We haven't even talked about 360 deals. Say you get extra supplemental income to help your lifestyle and what you're doing. 360 deals say, hey, if you get a shoe deal, hey, if you get a movie role, hey, if you get a sponsor deal, we're going to need a cut of that because, I mean, it's not a guarantee that we're going to get our money back. This is a predatory loan.
That, my friends, is what a record deal is. And that's the way you should look at what a record deal is, should you be fortunate enough to ever get one.
Fortunate. Should you be fortunate to have somebody, I ain't going to say that. I'm going to just say take advantage of you.
And it's why you should take all the money up front that you possibly can.
He really was like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's a great deal, man. Whenever you buy a car and they say, you finna get D down. They finna take your pockets for everything you got. You start talking in that Sway Lee voice, somebody finna take all your money. They finna sell you a lemon. No flex. So they finna really do your ass in. They know better. They know better. If money is not that big of a deal, maybe that does sound like a pretty good deal. But if you're in a situation where you need this money, not only to maximize the visibility of your music, but also to live and support your family because you are now the top breadwinner, this is predatory. There's no other way to look at it. It's like them checking and cash places. If you've ever borrowed, yes, I borrowed from a checking and cash place. They don't play. They will garnish your wages. They must be the cousin of IRS. They will come and get their money. And anything that you think that you gonna pay for, they finna see all up in your bank accounts. They check everything, but it's what it is. It's a service, and you're gonna pay all kind of high interest on it. Whenever you see content like this and people are trying to make you feel like it's not such a bad deal, like it's pretty good, you can be the winner in this. To me, it represents a level of desperation somewhere. What I'm noticing now, the more I talk about independence, the more I talk about it on Instagram, the more ads I start seeing for independent opportunities that are given from people that don't give a shit about independent artists. Not even a minute. Only thing they care about is how much money they can get off of you because they know you actually got money. Matter of fact, most times you may have more money than the rappers, the rappers, because their 9 to 5 is rapping that don't always make money. Your 9 to 5 is your job. You're actually more secure because you know where your money's gonna come from every 2 weeks on Friday than a rapper that's waiting on feature money, than a rapper that's waiting on the next check from the publishing company. You're in a more financially secure environment, and you don't have to keep up looks as an independent. Don't nobody care whether or not you wearing name brand or not. You're independent. You do what you want to do. Matter of fact, we wear our own clothes. This shirt, for me to produce and make for myself, $14. That's my wardrobe. That's my uniform. Don't sleep on your advantages, DIYers. You might be surprised by how many of them you currently have. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.